Your ass ain't mainstream yet. Don't kill me, Tiff. Don't kill me. All right, let's get started. Let's tap back in with the Ville. Let's go. Let's do it. Tap in with us. Let's get started. Yo, right here. Right here in the small box. Right here in the small box. Welcome back to Single Seater Reactions, only on the Flex Mind Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to tap back in with the Ville because we got to get to some pressing news. We got some pressing news to get into, bro. Check out the title of this video. This video is titled, UMG brutally cooks Drake in motion to dismiss amended lawsuit. Bro, we've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this. So let's get started. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I go live or when I drop my videos. And with that being said, let's get back into the daily scheduled programming for today. Let's do it. Talk to me.
What's going on, y'all? Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you'd like to donate to the channel, the cash app's at the top right corner of the video. But let's get into it, man, because we got to talk about how UMG have
I ain't gonna lie, Rebecca. If UMG dropped a legal diss track, you know I'm gonna react.
filed a motion to dismiss Drake's amended complaint in this lawsuit. Yes, sir. It looks like UMG wasn't done cooking Drake. They brutally cooked Drake, doubled down on it with this second motion to dismiss. Now, they had filed a motion to dismiss the first time. Drake had to go back and amend the complaint. And now UMG is filing a motion to dismiss the amended complaint. Like, UMG is not messing around, bro. All the things that they said in this motion to dismiss lets you know that they are not playing. So this
Hey, Slade, do what you need to do, bro. Don't even worry about it.
This is the motion to dismiss the amended complaint. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what it is that UMG said in regards to this document right here. Now, initially,
All right, OT, make sure you put in work in the studio now, you hear me? Make sure you put in that good work in the studio now. We appreciate you for stopping by. Salute to you, King. Salute to you. Let's get back into this, though.
the first few pages of this motion to dismiss is essentially just a recap of the first motion to dismiss. They're basically just giving you the whole rundown of the beef, of the songs that were used, Not Like Us,
Yo, Tiff is evil, bro. Tiff is evil.
Family Matters, Taylor Made Freestyle, Baca, his case, the rap feud being a common thing. Rap beef is a common thing in hip hop. Drake being aware of the rap beef. He studies rap battles for a living. That's what he said.
Crazy.
Euphoria, all the quotes, all the lyrics, all being quoted, everything right here. This is all just a recap, basically, from the
Say less, OT. Say less.
first time they had sent the motion to dismiss. What really is the important part of all of this is the argument. The argument right here is what really matters, is really the meat and potatoes of this whole document. After they recap everything, the argument says that the legal standard, a complaint must plead enough facts to state a claim to relief that is plausible on its face. The court can credit only well-pleaded, non-conclusory factual allegations. In certain circumstances, the court may permissibly consider documents other than the complaint in ruling on a motion, Rule 12.
For real, Rebecca. For real.
B6, including documents incorporated into the complaint by reference, and matters of which court may take judicial notice, including the fact that press coverage contains certain information. In particular, courts will take judicial notice of documents that Drake contends that the decision not to include the word PDF file, as used in the phrase certified.
Yo, y'all see what PB&J said? Yo, you gotta be real trash for people to side with the corporate label. Drake should know he lost in the people's court no matter the outcome of this BS. That's a fact. But he's too blind. He's not seeing things clearly. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Tiny, I am not surprised at all.
The 5 PDF file in Lamar's Super Bowl performance could only reflect that the language is defamatory, but this ignores any number of other explanations for the decision, such
Hold on, back that up. I need to understand that part. Back that up.
documents that Drake contends that the decision not to include the word PDF file, as used in the phrase certified PDF file in Lamar's Super Bowl performance, could only
What was that, Rebecca? I think Drake is doing this because of the $2 billion escrow. Think about it now. Ugh, yikes.
PDF file, as used in the phrase certified PDF file in Lamar's Super Bowl performance, could only reflect that the language is defamatory, but this ignores any number of other explanations for the decision, such as threats by Drake of additional meritless litigation. Drake argues that because Kendrick chose not to use the phrase certified PDF file when he performed at the Super Bowl, even though it may have been used in the original song, Drake is using that and claiming that him not using the word would mean to Drake that the phrase is defamatory. And
You gotta be kidding me, bruh. Yo, he will do anything and everything he can. Hold on. He will do anything and everything he can to win this. Bro, are y'all reading this, bro? Y'all reading this right here? Yo, oh my God. Hold on. Read that again for me, please. Oh my God.
Super Bowl, even though it may have been used in the original song. Drake is using that and claiming that him not using the word would mean to Drake that the phrase is defamatory. And in other words, Lamar avoided saying...
He's on a public platform that's broadcasted worldwide, bro. That's a very large platform he's performing, not like us. And keep in mind, no. I'm never going to agree with this dude. Because keep in mind, the whole performance, Kendrick displayed effortless breath control as well as his ability to censor himself. That's all he did throughout the whole performance. He put on a masterclass of how rap performers should perform. All those rap artists out there that were watching, that's a clear example of what it's supposed to look like when y'all rap. That's what y'all supposed to do. When you're on a big platform like that, this is what you gotta do. You gotta play the game this way. That's what Kendrick was trying to show y'all. Play the game like this. And every aspect of that performance was showing y'all, this how we play the game and this how we can win. Look at the Grammys I got. Look at the achievements. Look at the accolades I got. And you see me here in front of you. I'm still playing the game, but this how I do it my way. Use my way as the blueprint to win. This nigga suing, bitch ass. This nigga fighting for his life for real. The hell? Jesus.
Saying it because he knew it would lead.
And to the escrow thing, no, I don't think it's $2 billion that's in escrow. I don't remember I don't think Birdman gave a number from that video with Jay Nolan. But I don't know the amount of money that's in escrow. I know that Birdman got more than $2 billion in revenue off of Drake, Wayne, and Nicki. So, yeah. But, no, that's it.
Legally damage Drake's reputation. However, the counter argument from UMG is that they're saying that's a weak or overly speculative argument. Just because Lamar didn't say the phrase doesn't automatically prove it's defamatory. There could be many other reasons for omitting the phrase, such as the NFL being a family company. Millions of children are watching the NFL. It's on public television. There's more than enough reasons why it can.
Like, what more do I need to say? Like, what the fuck, bro? Oh my God. Instead of just work on your damn music and then call your damn lawyers and tell them to stop. It's making it... Think about it, though. Think about this shit, bro. Bro, you're gearing up to drop an album. Supposedly, it's a solo album, my nigga. You're gearing up to drop a solo album. And look how you promoting your shit with this fucking lawsuit. Bro, don't you want to make your sales? Don't you want to make money from this? Or are you trying to rely on the stake deals, the kick deals, and whatever money that you're going to get from that you got to use to gamble? Are you relying on the gambling revenue to make your money? Or are you relying on the music? Because you're clearly not caring about the music at all. What is we talking about, bro? You're talking to marketing and advertising 101 right here. This is how you cripple your damn sales, bro. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what kind of fans you got. I don't care about the sales that you got from the Something Sexy For You album. You did not do good in sales. 250 compared to every other sale that you made is not a good look, and I don't care what nobody says. I read the numbers. I look at the numbers. I see through the bullshit. I told y'all a couple days ago, maybe a week ago, the numbers can tell you the story of what's going on with this dude. The numbers can show you what's going on. The numbers are literally a storyline to the product. So what are we talking about with all these people around me talking about, oh, Drake is a GOAT. Drake is the best. No! No! I'm not going to sit here and lie to people. Drake Keisha is done. Kendrick got his foot on his neck. Don't kill me. Then when he sneaked this people in his album is gonna hit different. Facts. That's what I'm saying. He can't do a solo album. All he does is send jabs to different people and imaginary niggas. That's all he does. He's gonna diss somebody and send jabs to imaginary niggas. Like they're gonna feel pain. Ain't nobody felt pain from you dissing them. That's what I'm saying. You can't talk ish and then sue when it happens to you. Facts. Exactly. 250K is weak for Drake. That's not good. That's not good. I don't care what nobody tells me. Looking at his past numbers and the amount of money that he got from his other albums, it's not good. It is not good at all. Don't let anybody else fool you. Don't believe that garbage. Trust and believe me. What he's doing right now, bro, don't even drop. Don't even drop. Honestly, Kendrick should have him scared. If Kendrick is in the stew. If Kendrick is in the stew, think about, no, hold on a second. No, guys, use y'all brain for a second. Use y'all brain for a second. Yo, think about it like this. Watch this. Drake ain't going nowhere. Drake is not going anywhere. He has free range to do what he wants for this album. You know for a fact, and I'm guaranteeing this right now, you know for a fact he's going to run to Jamaica and get Vybz Kartel on a track. And you know for all the Caribbean people out there, Caribbean people are biased when it comes to their music or anybody that jumps in on their genre. It's an automatic bias. Because Caribbeans have a love for their dancehall, they have a love for their soca, they have love for their reggae, you know? Imagine Drake on a soca track. For the Caribbean people out there that would be watching, imagine Drake on a soca track. And you got liquor in your system, and you're not eating no food. Drake on a soca track would go. Especially in the Caribbean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's an honest thought. Me being Caribbean, I know how it works. I know when I go to Carabana and I drink juice and drink whatever, and I hear a soca track, I lose it. Me go around, look for bubble and all them things, you know? But trust and believe me right now. If Drake was on a dancehall track or a soca track, it's gonna go. In the hip-hop community, y'all can say what y'all gonna say. Drake ran somewhere else. It's true, he ran somewhere else. But look where he ran to, bro. And mind you, he left the Caribbean culture. And it's one thing about his albums and his music, I think it was after Scorpion. After Scorpion. I could be wrong about More Life, but after Scorpion, he stopped doing the Caribbean tracks. The Caribbean tracks were nowhere to be found on his recent albums. So watch when he run back and watch what he's gonna do. Pay attention to that. He gifted Vybz Kartel a chain for a reason. Streaming wise, who knows what the hell is gonna happen? My point is, pay attention to the movements. Think about it like this. Drake ain't going nowhere. He has all the time in the world to do what he wants for his album. Kendrick is on tour. Kendrick is on tour and he's still putting out and putting work on the album. Anyhow, they drop at a similar time. Drake and Kendrick. And you have Drake that had all the time in the world to do what he wants with his album. And you had Kendrick with limited time. Anyhow, Kendrick has the better album. It is done. The conversation is over. I don't want to hear nobody say nothing ever again. If Kendrick is on tour and he drops a #1 album, supposedly could get a Grammy from it, the conversation with Drake and Kendrick is over. If he changes his voice, maybe. But I want to say that right now. The conversation with them is over. If Kendrick has a #1 album while he was touring, Drake has zero excuses. He was on tour. He could have done the same thing too. You could have dissed him while you were on tour. Because Kendrick's able to do it. Yo, the conversation is finished. It's done. I don't care what nobody says. It's done. It's done. That's it. Wrap it up. Crunch up the paper. Throw it away. Yell out Colby if you have to. Conversation done. So, Toronto better pray. He better put out some quality work. But again, it's supposedly supposed to be a solo album. Me personally, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Unless it's maybe like a 10-track, 12-track. Other than that, I highly doubt it. Let's keep going, though.
Kendrick couldn't say that word on public television, not just because of Drake. It could even...
Rebecca, I don't disagree, but I'm speaking towards everybody that thinks. For us here, we know, but I'm speaking towards the people that think otherwise.
It would be the artist's choice not to say it. But nonetheless, if you've seen the halftime performance, you know that the phrase was censored, but Drake is trying to twist this and make an argument out of it as being defamatory. In hindsight, what this is really showing is that Drake was immediately planning on suing Kendrick Lamar and openly complained about the Super Bowl the minute that it aired. Just another example of you seeing that Drake was trying to sue from the very beginning. I don't think that Kendrick Lamar not uttering the phrase because Drake thinks it's defamatory is going to hold up in court at all. Drake is just trying to use the omission of a controversial lyric as evidence of defamation, but the court or the defense is saying that logic doesn't hold up. UMG saying it don't make any sense. There are many other reasons for an artist to censor themselves, alter content, whatever the case may be, especially on a public stage like the Super Bowl. Remember, a Rule 12b-6 is a provision of the federal rules in civil...
I feel sorry for the jury if there is a jury in this shit.
...procedure that allows a defendant to ask the court to dismiss...
Toronto needs to stop bootlicking, that's a fact.
...it's a lawsuit because the plaintiff hasn't stated a legal valid claim. And that's what they follow up with the second paragraph. Drake fails to state a claim for defamation. Drake, who had no concerns using UMG's platform to publish slurs about Lamar during the rap feud, now claims Not Like Us is defamatory. These allegations directly aimed at chilling legitimate artistic expressions.
If this goes to trial, I just want the first thing for that lawyer to say, what about Meet the Grams? Meet the Grams is 10 times worse than Not Like Us. Not Like Us is a hit song that just so happens to diss you. Meet the Grams is the diss track. Euphoria is like, it's just like, how would I describe Euphoria? Because Euphoria is technically a diss track too, but it's like a light diss track. Meet the Grams is like the heavy hitter, rocket launcher, tank, however you want to put it. Yo, Meet the Grams is just a tactical nuke. AC-130 from above. You know, satellite ray gun. That's what Meet the Grams is. So what about that song? Why haven't you addressed that? Why are you worried about the hit song? We already took away the bots and streams that you claimed. They're not true. That conversation is done. So what are we still here for? You tried to cripple the song. It only made it worse for you. Because by you mentioning this in the lawsuit, it only made people want to go and listen to the song more. So why are we here? Why are we here knowing that Meet the Grams was literally the song before, Not Like Us? Why didn't you mention that? What's good, Brianne? How you doing? Facts. Meet the Grams is 100 times worse. Just because you think or feel something doesn't mean it's valid. Is how you feel is very subjective, isn't fact. Okay. Okay. I want to go to court so I can hear Hear the judge and jury listen to Not Like Us in the court. That would be hilarious. All you see the jury just like, oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Safeguarded by the First Amendment and are meritless. Drake fails to state a claim for defamation because Not Like Us conveys non-actionable opinion and rhetorical hyperbole. And because he does not adequately plead that UMG acted with actual malice, the alleged defamatory material is non-actionable opinion and hyperbole. To be defamatory, a publication must convey fact, not opinion or rhetorical hyperbole. Expression of opinion as opposed to assertion of fact are deemed privileged, and no matter how offensive, cannot be the subject of an action for defamation. And the footnote here is just letting you know that this whole situation, this whole lawsuit, and the angle that Drake is trying to take with it, he's trying to say that this lawsuit is not about the artists who created Not Like Us. UMG is challenging that and saying that Drake's repeated instances to the contrary merely betrays his recognition that his true battle was and is with Kendrick Lamar. It says here that Drake also claims that the lyrics of Not Like Us imply that they are based on additional facts not disclosed to the listener. This too fails as a matter of law. New York courts apply the objective reasonable person.
What? No, let me hear that again. Maybe I heard it wrong. But bro, that just put a bad taste in my mouth.
And the footnote here is just letting you know that this whole situation, this whole lawsuit, and the angle that Drake is trying to take with it, he's trying to say that this lawsuit is not about the artists who created Not Like Us. UMG is challenging that and saying that Drake's repeated instances to the contrary merely betrays his recognition that his true battle was and is with Kendrick Lamar. It says here that Drake also claims that the lyrics of Not Like Us imply that they are based on additional facts not disclosed to the listener. This too fails as a matter of law. New York courts.
So like I said, what about Meet the Grams? And then you say this lawsuit is not about Kendrick, but Kendrick's name is all over this.
Apply the objective reasonable person standard to assess whether a statement implies undisclosed facts, making it a mixed opinion. The court's essential task is to decide whether the word complained of, considered in the context of the entire communication and of the circumstances in which they were spoken or written, may be reasonably understood as implying the assertion of undisclosed facts justifying the opinion. Meaning whether a statement constitutes a pure opinion or a mixed opinion is a question of the law for the court. That is, answered by considering, in the context of the entire communication and of the circumstances in which they were spoken or written, whether the average listener would reasonably understand the opinion as implying the assertion of undisclosed facts justifying the opinion. Drake points to two lyrics to support his argument that Not Like Us leaves an unmistakable impression that is based on undisclosed facts. Say, Drake, I hear you like 'em young. And the other lyric, the rabbit hole is deep, I can go further, I promise. Shout out the rabbit hole. These statements cannot be reasonably understood as conveying undisclosed facts. Drake's claim.
But that's not the original source. For real, Tiff. But that's not, no. The rabbit hole can go deep. It's, how do you say it again? The rabbit hole can go deep. Wait, wow, words are hard. How do you say it again? I forgot.
Statements cannot be reasonably based on undisclosed facts. Say, Drake, I hear you like 'em young. And the other lyric, the rabbit hole is deep, I can go further, I promise.
The rabbit hole is still deep, I can go further, I promise. But what about, like I said, my original, what about Meet the Grams? Because he mentioned the rabbit hole in there too, and it was 10 times worse. He compared you to Harvey Weinstein. What are we suing for? The nigga compared you to Harvey Weinstein and Meet the Grams. What are we here for? What are we doing? Goodness, I had my opinions like 5 years before Not Like Us was even a thing. So frankly, that song had nothing to do with views anyways. Fact, with your views anyways. They bring that up, keep watching, okay?
Shout out the rabbit hole. These statements cannot be reasonably
really?
understood as conveying undisclosed facts. Drake's claim as to the first lyric is particularly stunning, as noted above. Drake himself goaded Lamar to talk about Drake liking him young, because right after that, Lamar then did so. does not convey anything other than that Lamar accepted Drake's invitation. UMG is telling Drake right here, the only reason why he did that in the first place was because you told him to say it. You were egging him on. He hadn't even replied to you at this point, and you kept dropping songs, and you kept talking to him. You kept provoking him. So he listened to you and accepted your invitation and decided to talk about how you like him young. In all events, the statements are too vague to support the weight that Drake gives them, as they have no precise...
Say, Drake, I hear you like him young. Tailor-made, you got Tupac saying, oh, you can go and run along with that story about them little girls. Yeah, you can use that. Yeah, you can go ahead and use the story about them little girls or whatever. Say, Drake, I hear you like him young. Tailor-made freestyle. Yeah, you can use the story about them. Man, stop playing with me, bro. 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 Stop playing with my head. Anybody that sits here, I want to let y'all know this right now. Anybody that sits here, listens to this, and is still on dude's side, you have zero critical thinking skills. You have zero critical thinking skills. You never finished high school. You never finished high school. You never went to college, university. You have zero critical thinking skills. It takes basic critical thinking skills to sit here and say, what are we doing here? It's not hard. It's so easy. It doesn't take us long to sit here and be like, what are we really doing here? What are we really doing here? And as we go along, y'all drop the bots because, sorry, they're real. Look at the stadiums. They're selling out. They're full. So what are we talking about? That doesn't make any sense. That literally makes zero sense. I swear to God, y'all claim bots. Look at the stadiums filled with people. So we're bots. Say less. I'm a bot. Sew it up. I'm a bot. Sew it up then. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Y'all keep watching. They mention the other diss songs eventually in this reply. Perfect.
Its meaning, which is readily understood. More fundamentally, for the reason of tone and context already discussed, these rhetorical statements fail to imply any factual basis for the lyrics
real?
and not like us. The court held...
Hold on, let me read that. There was still a lot of reactors I saw that respected him for battling till the sue. That is hilarious. He sued the wrong person. UMG should never have been sued for defamation. Kenny should have been sued. Drake's a moron. But Rebecca, you know for a fact, if Drake was to come out and sue Kendrick Lamar after the beef, his career would have been done faster than how it's being done right now. If he was to come out and sue Kendrick Lamar, he would have been finished. But he had to sue UMG. There's no other person. It's either Kendrick or UMG. And you don't sue Kendrick. You don't do that. It's almost like Kendrick Lamar hit this dude with a checkmate. No one should have been sued. That's a fact too. That's a fact too. But knowing Drake, someone's going to get sued. Someone's going to get sued. Sorry, not sorry. You know? I'm not surprised at all. I am absolutely not surprised at all. But it's cool. It's fine. It's all dandy. All I know is that if he was to sue Kendrick, that is career. If you thought suing UMG was career suicide, suing Kendrick is career dead. Finished.
That although two statements may cross the line into becoming potentially actionable mixed opinions, they do not imply undisclosed facts, where they could be reasonably understood as part of a tasteless effort to lampoon because they were made in circumstances where an audience may anticipate the use of epithets, fiery rhetoric, and hyperbole. They double down by saying that Drake's argument also fails because the statement and not like us relates to other controversies. Indeed, to the extent of the quotations rabbit hole has any understood meaning. It does not imply undisclosed facts, but rather pursuing a known piece of information. Alice followed the rabbit down the hole to Wonderland. That is crazy.
What?
And then that
No. Run that back for me again. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but run that back for me again.
fiery rhetoric and hyperbole. They double down by saying that Drake's argument also fails because the statement "and not like us" relates to other controversies. Indeed, to the extent of the quotations rabbit hole has any understood meaning. It does not imply undisclosed facts, but rather pursuing a known piece of information. Alice followed the rabbit down the hole to Wonderland. That is crazy. And in that sense implies Lamar is referring to a well-known rumor regarding Drake's relationship with Mike. And this is...
But you said to use it. You literally said to use it. So he did.
Where I think they absolutely cooked Drake at this point, bro. I think they're really doubling down here. I mean, for the love of God, bro, they're referencing the rabbit hole, and they're saying that Kendrick is only saying these things about you.
Eviscerate him.
Because they're well-known rumors regarding Drake's relationship with youngins.
You listen. This right here. This right here from where it starts, and in a sense implies Lamar is referring to well-known rumors regarding Drake's relationship with minors. Right there, that's the beginning. That's the beginning of the end right there.
Now, this is the part where I was talking about when UMG had made that response not too long ago. When UMG was talking about how a discovery could go both ways and be careful what you wish for, I think this rabbit hole angle...
Hey, Lord Race is here. What's good, my boy? Hey, salute to Lord Race for stopping by. We appreciate you, bro. He says Drake got his quintuple entendre and all. Facts. A lawsuit shouldn't have had point blank, period. This is hip-hop, rap battles. We talking facts. You're ruining the culture. But if you won the battle and was running around doing tours about Kendrick and DV, it would have been okay. Such a hypocrite. That's a fact. I'm late, but I've been thinking, and I want to revisit when the lawsuit started because I think it's just to mess with his tour. And that's another point, to mess with his tour too. That's a good point too, Anthony. What's good, bro? Thank you for stopping by. But that's another good point as well. To mess with his tour in the case he has to be brought on as a witness. Bullshit. As always, got to check in the live streams. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for checking in, bro. Salute to you, brother. Let's keep going, though.
That they're going with in this lawsuit could get a lot more messier, and it could go a lot more deeper, I promise. Although some of the statements are based on undisclosed, unfavorable facts known to the writer and disgruntled tone, anonymous posting, and predominant use of statements that cannot be definitively proven true or false supports the findings that the challenge statements are only susceptible of non-defamatory meaning grounded in opinion. Essentially, what they're saying is that Kendrick is just making the song based off of rumors that are well known.
But what did you do? But what did you do?
Of non-defamatory meaning grounded in opinion. Essentially, what they're saying is that Kendrick is just making the song based off of rumors that are well known to everybody, which is crazy.
All Kendrick said was, F the big three, it's just big me. And that literally had your panties all the way twisted up. That's all he said. F the big three, it's just big me. Look what you come out and say in push-ups and tailor-made. You immediately went for the Meek Mill route. You immediately went for the Pusha T route. You immediately did it out the gate. Out the gate. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Yo, I won't even be surprised if some of the producers outside of Canada start putting tariffs on their beats. Any Canadian that tries to buy a beat, I bet you, I won't be surprised if they put tariffs on the beats, bruh. I will not be surprised at all. I swear to you. will not be surprised, bro. Imagine you go and purchase a beat. There's a 30% tariff on that bitch. Oh my God, bro.
To say, because UMG, the people that have been taking care of Drake for years, their own artists, they're the ones that are saying that it's a well-known rumor.
Yo, Lord Racer, that's a fact. They gotta hire JV for private investigation firm. That is a fact, yo. Holy. That is a super fact right there. Jesus. Exactly. There's a movie tariff going on right now. Why not a music tariff? I heard they're posting production on Doomsday because of the tariffs. Avengers Doomsday is getting postponed because of tariffs. That's hilarious.
Rumor regarding Drake's relationship with youngins. Drake also alleges the statements in Lamar's Euphoria, including "Don't tell no lie about me and I won't tell truths about you." And I know some ish that make Gunna want to look like a saint, imply that Not Like Us is based on undisclosed facts. For the same reasons discussed above, this argument fails both in light of the rhetorical hyperbole of the artist rap battle and because there is no connection drawn between these lyrics and the statements in Not Like Us. UMG wasn't...
Yo. They're reaching worse than Elastigirl, bro. They're reaching worse than Mr. Fantastic, bro. Yo, this level of reaching needs to be studied. This needs to be studied. Jesus Christ. Oh, Tiny, you're going to bed now. Hey, listen, Tiny, take care. Thank you for stopping by as always. Big flex mob. Salute to Tiny, no doubt. Appreciate you. Have a great night. Sleep well. I hope you wake up with nothing but positivity in your heart. And I hope you have a nice, bright sunshine on your face. Take care. Have a great night. Salute to you, Tiny. Jody, you good. Don't even worry about it. Battery life matters is hilarious. Welcome back, Jody. Let's go. Drake in general needs to be studied on how not to move. Facts.
Done cooking Drake there, bro. They decided to keep going. They wanted to go further. And they really wanted to let Drake have it. Because the next paragraph is insane. It says, facts and criticism concerning Drake's relationship with mine predate Not Like Us and have been widely reported. Widely reported is insane. The criticism of Drake's relationship and all that being widely reported is diabolical, bro. Like UMG going at...
Yo, this feels like I'm reading a really good manga right now. This literally feels like I'm reading a really good manga. Holy crap.
Is insane. It says facts and criticism concerning Drake's relationship with mine predate Not Like Us and have been widely reported. Widely reported is insane.
Wow.
The criticism of Drake's relationship and all that being widely reported is diabolical, bro. Like UMG going at Drake this way. Remember, these are the guys that have been taking care of Drake for a really long time. This is their artist. Indicating Drake for years of rumors of speculation around his misbehavior around youngins and that Millie Bobby Brown is one of the things that most people are aware of when it comes to Drake and the rumors around him. In The Heart Part 6, Drake also affirmed that he understood Lamar's statement in Not Like Us to refer to Millie Bobby Brown's controversy, stating that...
But he's the dummy that brought up Millie Bobby Brown. You're the dummy that brought her up. Nobody mentioned her. It was you. You brought up Millie Bobby Brown into this bullshit. You put her name into this shit. Kendrick said nothing. Yo, you cannot make this up. Every step this dude took was nothing but a fumble. He cannot even catch the ball for real. Jesus.
This Epstein angle was the ish that I expected. And I only effing with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never looked twice at no teenager. Clearly, Drake himself understands that Lamar's lyrics refer to well-known issues that have been widely reported. Drake's arguments concerning undisclosed facts carry no weight at all. And the footnote is interesting because...
That's another good point too, PB&J. He brought up Millie and Epstein. Kendrick only brought up, what's dude's name? Harvey Weinstein. Kendrick never brought up Epstein. And but Drake people need keep saying it's not about Kendrick. It is. literally all over Toronto. Listen, y'all, listen, you heard my friend. Y'all heard my friend on Saturday. Y'all heard my friend on Saturday. Y'all heard him himself. So y'all don't even have to worry about that. Y'all heard the Drake bias. There's more people I could call to show you what's going on around here. I had my friend on the stream last Saturday. If you want to go on and check out the last 3 hours of the 24-hour stream, go check it out. Y'all heard my friend. Y'all heard the stand behavior in his voice. There's more people I could call. There's literally more people I can call that have the same views. Trust me. Holy, you can't make this up. Drake Epstein Island is the embassy now. Only a matter of time is crazy. Remember how yesterday I was talking about why Friday felt like he needed to defend himself before anyone said anything. Drake like Friday for real. No cap. Americans, the embassy isn't going to get touched unless he commits a crime. In Canada, we do not have RICO laws here. I hate that line. Yeah, you're not wrong. Weinstein equals adults. Epstein equals minors. I don't pay attention to these niggas. Jesus Christ. UMG didn't know anything about the song until it dropped, is what UMG keeps trying to tell them. They didn't know the words to the song before it dropped, just like we did. Facts. That flood was convenient to wash away the evidence, I guess. Crazy. Plus, Drake's claiming harassment when he has top 5 making actual threats on Kendrick. Facts.
Because it says right here, we all know the stories of him going to girls' basketball games. There are...
Oh my God. No, I need to hear that all over again.
With Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never looked twice at no teenager. Clearly, Drake himself understands that Lamar's lyrics refer to well-known issues that have been widely reported. Drake's arguments concerning undisclosed facts carry no weight at all. And the footnote is interesting because it says right here, we all know the stories of him going to girls' basketball games. There are some things that we've seen and heard over the years. It's kind of wild that this has been in the atmosphere for some time, but no one has previously called out Drake in this way.
Because y'all were defending his name. That's why. The reason why nobody was saying anything about it is because you yourself, UMG, was sweeping that under the rug. That's what y'all were doing. That's why nobody knows about that. That's why nobody knows about that one girl on that live stream where she had an NDA signed with Drake and his father. Drake and his nigga. It's getting spooky.
Oh, and the footnote is interesting because it says right here,
Anthony, he didn't only go to the women's basketball games or the girls' basketball games. He was also there in their locker rooms. He went to their locker rooms. Kanye directed Best I Heard is crazy. Oh my God.
we all know the stories of him going to girls' basketball games. There are some things that we've seen and heard over the years. It's kind of wild that this has been in the atmosphere for some time, but no one has previously called out Drake in this way. When Millie Bobby Brown was 13, she met Drake at a concert. He was 30 or 31 at the time. She said they would text a lot in interviews and they maintained their friendship where he would give her advice about boys and stuff like that. This was spoken about in interviews.
What do you need to... No, at your 30-year-old age, there is not a single thing. There is not a single thing you need to tell a 13-year-old girl about no boy. There is not a single thing. Oh, Jesus.
interviews, allegations of Drake having inappropriate relationships, Drake having these suspicious relationships with youngins is a topic Drake has had to debunk in the past. Not Like Us reflects these rumors surrounding Drake's personal life.
But regardless of what Not Like Us is doing, you said in Tailor Made, use it.
Now, this becomes a very big conflict because your label is essentially saying that these rumors about our artist that is suing us, they have been going.
They damn near, that's another good point, because they damn near just confirmed that they've been sweeping it under the rug for you. They didn't say it in the statement, but they damn near confirmed. Oh, yo, Jody. Auntie, I appreciate you, no doubt. I appreciate you. Wow. He a creep. Hope to meet you in Toronto, June 12th show. I hope so, too. I hope I get to see y'all. No cap. I appreciate you. Thank you. Salute to Jody. Thank you. Big koala auntie. Holy. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much. No doubt. A minor correction. There's not a single thing that a 30-year-old man needs to tell a 13-year-old girl that she doesn't feel comfortable saying out loud. Oh, okay. No, see, I wasn't even trying to go down that route, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Saw a pic of top 5 with Kanye doing music in Dubai. So I like to think it would go to, oh, God.
Going around for years. Not Like Us is a reflection of those rumors.
I didn't know about that story. She went to a yacht party? Oh, my God. Maybe that's why she's so famous. They did a ritual on her.
That have surrounded Drake's personal life before the beef had even started. And I think this is just one step going further into where UMG could take it if Drake continues to play this game. I think that UMG not only doubling down in this way, but if it gets to that point, I really think that they're really gonna start talking, bro, about any type of escapade that they're aware of, that we're not aware of about Drake. It says here that Drake cannot allege that UMG acted with actual malice. Drake.
Say that again, my guy. I want to hear that again for context. I can't wait till I can't wait for that day.
Into where UMG could take it if Drake continues to play this game. I think that UMG not only doubling down in this way, but if it gets to that point, I really think that they're really gonna start talking, bro, about any type of escapade that they're aware of, that we're not aware of about Drake. It says here that Drake cannot allege that UMG acted with actual malice. Drake claims should also be dismissed for failure to plead actual malice. A public figure can prevail on defamation claim only where clear and convincing evidence proves that a defamatory statement was published with actual malice. That is, with deliberate or reckless falsification. The element of actual malice focuses primarily on what a defendant knew or believed at the time a purportedly false statement was made. Because UMG is a corporation, Drake must also plead specific allegations that individuals at UMG acted with actual malice. At the time that they participated in the publication of the statement in question, Drake does not and cannot plead that any specific person acted with actual malice. His defamation claims fail for this reason as well. Essentially, what they're saying is that because UMG is a corporation and not a person, Drake can't say that UMG defamed me. He must go further and specifically identify a person at UMG who could have done that. The argument here is that Drake hasn't and likely can't point to an individual at UMG who acted with actual malice in publishing statements he's complaining about. Because of that, his defamation claim will fail, especially against a corporate defendant like UMG. They have millions and millions and millions of dollars. They're the ones that were signing Drake.
All those that witnessed Drake and Millie are at fault as well. I want this to be over, bro. I want this to be over. I want this to be over, man. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Drake's checks. So if you think that they can't go against Drake forever, you're completely wrong about this, bro. But remember, Drake has to prove that the statement was not just false, but that the speaker knew it was false or had reckless disregard for the truth. And it leaves the question again, why are you suing UMG and not Kendrick Lamar? Like people say, he wants to mask this lawsuit like if he's being a hero going against the machine. Realistically, he's just salty about the loss. but doesn't want to make it about Kendrick Lamar and doesn't want to make the lawsuit about him losing against Kendrick. He wants to make it about UMG and him trying to change the story. But if that's the case, he would have named somebody already. Says here, courts also recognize that the malice inquiry must focus on what the publisher intended to convey. Whether the speaker intends his statement as outrageous parodies or caricatures, there may be no consciousness that the speaker is publishing something false because the speaker does not think he is publishing a statement of fact and therefore lacks subjective knowledge or recklessness as to the falsification of statement of fact required to show actual malice. So to hear UMG released a rap diss track conveying rhetoric and insults, Drake has not alleged that anyone at UMG intended to convey anything other than what this was, an incendiary diss track. Like serious? I said, bro, Drake's issues are with Kendrick Lamar. It's not with UMG. Drake fails to state a claim for a second-degree harassment. Drake asserts a claim for harassment.
Like, what more do I need to say, bro? Everything I'm hearing, I'm agreeing. Like, what? Like, I literally just, I'm just sitting here just listening, just witnessing. I'm just like, take it to trial. Go to trial. Please. Please. Please go to trial. Please put this guy on a pedestal. Please show the world what y'all been doing for this man this whole time. Please. Since he wants to sue so bad. Please do it. Because we here on YouTube, we know. We know. These theories are just not really theories for real. These are theories with evidence. Like, it's not looking good. Oh my God, please.
In the second degree under NY Penal Law 240-26-3, claiming that Lamar issued a call to target, including through violence, and that Not Like Us amounts to incite.
Stop it. Stop it. Look at Family Matters. You literally said... What was that? A new subscription? Yo, salute to Shannon. Yo, Shannon, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, salute to Auntie in the chat, bro. Nothing but love for her, bro. Appreciate you. Wow. But nah, for real though, like, yo, just think about this for a second, bro. Imagine if this did go to trial. And I pray that it's like, yo, make sure y'all live stream it. Yeah, make sure y'all just do some sort of recording, something. Please. Like, please. I beg it, please, bro. Because we've had enough. We've been following this for a long time. We've been following this for so long. Please.
Incitement. This claim fails for multiple reasons. Means that a private right of action is inconsistent with the legislative scheme. Courts, therefore, routinely hold that 240-26 does not create a private right of action. This passage is basically arguing that the New York Penal Law 240-26, which is also known as second-degree harassment, does not give private individuals the right to sue someone under it because it's a criminal statute and not a civil one. UMG is saying that Drake is trying to use this criminal law as a basis for a civil lawsuit, which the court says is not allowed. So there's a chance that this is going to be dismissed. So there's a chance that even if this keeps going.
Hey, Joe, you were struggling a little bit, but hey, salute to you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Please, please hit that like, hit that subscribe, tap in with us, bro. We having fun. Don't get it twisted. I'm going to flex my mind a little bit, but we having fun out here. Let's keep going
on. There's a chance that this second-degree harassment situation could be dismissed because of that. You can't sue someone civilly under this law for harassment. You need to base your claim on a civil statute and not a criminal one. Finally, Drake fails to allege that UMG acted with no legitimate purpose in publishing and promoting Not Like Us. The phrase no legitimate purpose means the absence of reason or justification to engage someone other than to hound, frighten, or threaten. Here, Drake expressly alleges that UMG motives with respect to Not Like Us were financial. Here, Drake expressly alleges that UMG's motives with respect to Not Like Us were financial. Drake fails to state a claim under NY.
Yo, salute to Auntie, bro. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. Hold on. Let me go ahead. There we go.
IG BL349. Immediately after the release of Not Like Us, Drake started making baseless accusations that Lamar was using superstitious means, such as fake streams, to make the song appear more popular than it is. Now Drake has attempted to shoehorn his grievance into a NYGBL 349 claim against UMG. Drake claims that UMG made materially false and misleading representation about the recording's popularity to consumers, without disclosing that it was covertly financially incentivizing third parties to play, stream, and promote the recording, including paying others to use bots to stream the recording. Drake cannot satisfy the elements of the GBL 349 claim. First, Drake fails to plausibly allege a convert scheme. All of his allegations are on information and belief. Bot allegations on information and belief, and that's going off of the academic stream, all these other things that Drake had gotten from the internet, Drake had gotten online.
Bro, literally all of his actions throughout this whole beef just shows you that this man don't know how to use the internet. Every single step this man took is literally a prime example of how this man just don't know how to do his research. He don't know how to access the right files. He don't know how to go on the right websites. He just don't have the right sources. You just don't know what to do on your phone. So honestly, bro, just turn your TV off, bro. Turn your TV off, bro. Enough of this nonsense. Enough of this nonsense right here, bro. Oh my God. Bro, think about every action that he took. Think about the bars that he was throwing into his songs. Think about like how he was just like trying to manipulate the situations by saying, oh no, you're a liar. Oh no, you're a deceiver. Your information is false. We fed you the information, but yet you come crying to the court. What are we on, my nigga? What is we talking about right now? This is nonsense. This is ridiculous, bro. I swear to you, this is ridiculous.
Drake has also received information that UMG engaged in a classic pay-for-play scheme by paying to increase the airplay for the recording on the radio, but such allegations must be accompanied by a statement of the facts upon which the belief is founded and cannot rest on pure conjecture and speculation. This is
bro, they should literally mention how they did the same pay for play scheme for Nokia with their marketing scheme that was under the table. Remember, they did a whole under the table marketing scheme for Nokia by contacting that marketer and putting it together, putting in $1 million into that whole marketing program, or the marketing the words escaping me right now. Not marketing scheme. I don't want to say scheme. I don't want to say program, marketing campaign. They put $1 million into that marketing campaign just so that they can pay other creators on TikTok. Are they going to mention that too? Because if you want to talk about under the table shit, let's talk about what you actually did and what you think Kendrick Lamar did. There's a difference between what you think he did and then what he actually did. And then we're going to look at what you actually did. Holy, Rodney O's a legend. Fact.
True, especially with regard to consumer fraud claims such as those under GBL. After withdrawing his prior false allegations, which were the ones that he removed because those were the ones he used the academics reference that just didn't add up in court, was frivolous, and they threw it out. Drake had to amend his lawsuit and take it out. So after withdrawing his prior false allegation that UMG was accused on the podcast of paying to use bots to stream Not Like Us, Drake is now reduced to citing different podcast hosts who claimed that Kendrick used bots so that a Drake record would have more dislikes than likes. This is him referencing Joe Budden's podcast. And let me remind you that Joe Budden has already came out and said that he was lying. And he has a disclaimer in his videos that say that everything.
I love the fact that Joe Budden's name is coming up in this damn lawsuit. I don't know if y'all listen to the Joe Budden podcast, but I watched that episode after that shit went down. He said, please take me to trial. Please. I would love to get up on the stand. Joe Budden would love to get up there. But remember, at the beginning of every episode of the Joe Budden podcast, you're always going to hear your thoughts, views, and opinions by this podcast as well as its hosts are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, it is not serious. It is not real. Nobody is exposing, revealing, indicting, or telling anything about themselves. Also, we are a trained panel. Do not try this at home. Please have your best interests in heart. Thank you, or something like that. The last part is something like that. But I watch that podcast regularly. I watch that for all the mechanics behind the scenes of the music industry. They do have those conversations. They do have those convos. So I do take those into consideration, and I go and look for that information on the internet to see if what they're saying is actually legit or not. What they were talking about with, oh, it's a pay-to-play scheme, that is headcanon. That is not true. It is not true. The reason why it's not true is just literally just go look around at all the artists. Everyone, not just the ones that are in the spotlight. Every artist. And just pay attention to all their data. Remember what I say, the numbers can show you. The numbers can show you and tell you a story. You can tell who is getting pushed and who's actually doing something. It's not hard to tell. You can tell whether by their talent or you can tell whether by their just by their view count, their comment count, stream count, everything. Add all that together, put it together in one Excel document. Look through that shit. The numbers will tell you a story. I promise you. That's one thing I learned in my program when I took advertising and marketing communications. The numbers can literally tell you a story. As long as you understand what to do with these numbers, then you can understand and start looking at the numbers a little bit differently now. It's really not all that true. Joe definitely killed it. That's a fact. Hey, Lord Racer, I remember those diss tracks Joe Budden put out, but nobody gave it the light of day because Drake was just trolling. That was almost like the start of Drake's trolling era. Everybody needs that intro these days, facts. He took academics out and put Joe in, yup.
That he says isn't to be taken serious or to be used to indict anybody. He also relies on now deleted anonymous X comments accusing Lamar of buying promo to clown Drake's lawsuit, not to promote Not Like Us, as well as another post claiming that UMG and Lamar used a bot streamer.
What's happening, Gabe? Thank you for stopping by, bro. We appreciate you, bro. You must be new here.
Courts reject such online comment-based pleading because online comments are utterly failed to make plausible the underlying factual claims. This is them cooking Drake because they're like, I don't know why Drake keeps...
That's a great point, PB&J. I love
using Twitter and comments from the internet to try to prove a point. Thus, these comments cannot save Drake's information and belief allegations. Drake's remaining allegations are even more speculative, such as 2 X posts from July showing Not Like Us being recommended to Spotify users who search for rap artists. Drake also fails to plausibly allege that UMG had actual knowledge of any conduct or accusations concerning Lamar. Moreover, Drake cannot allege that any representation about the recording's popularity to consumers were actually deceptive or misleading in a material way. And I think that it's hilarious how they get at Drake about using comments and the comments.
Hey, salute to you. Hey, Gabe, salute to you. Thank you for stopping by, bro. I appreciate you. Hey, Tiff, come on, Tiff, come on. Ease up on the gas a little bit. Ease up on the gas. Ease up on it. Just stay alert. Just ease up on the gas a little bit. We appreciate Gabe for stopping by, bro. I appreciate you, no doubt.
Section and the way that Drake uses references. They even got a few of these Twitter accounts to let you show that these are the usernames that Drake is getting of the people that Drake is referencing in this lawsuit, just to show you how ridiculous it is. Drake using these random burner accounts to prove his point on a lawsuit. The comments cited in Drake's complaint make this point. They are right.
You gotta be kidding me, bro. Oh my God. Yo. Hey, Anthony, do your thing, bro. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Are you serious? Are you the comments? You don't need the comments? I know, Tiff. I know. I'm just being cautious. Don't worry. Y'all need the comments. Is crazy.
The way that Drake uses references. They even got a few of these Twitter accounts to let you show that these are the usernames that Drake is getting of the people that Drake is referencing in this lawsuit. Just to show you how ridiculous it is, Drake using these random burner accounts to prove his point on a lawsuit. The comments cited in Drake's complaint make this point. They are rife with grammatical errors, slang and emojis, and authored by sources such as Wrestling Warrior 15, Meow Meow 1234 Meow, and I'm Chicken Little on X. This is crazy, bro. These are the references.
Yo, just imagine reading that out loud in court and you're on Drake's side. You gotta be kidding. Meow meow 1234 meow meow. Yo, y'all getting comments like meow meow my nigga is diabolical work. Jesus God.
That Drake is coming with. This is insane.
Rebecca, he needs to turn his TV off.
And I see why UMG is pointing this out. It is so ridiculous to reference these accounts on a lawsuit like this. And when I went over the amended complaint the first time, I was clicking all of these links and they were just taking me to random accounts on Twitter, bro. It was almost laughable. It was laughable. It's so ridiculous how many hyperlinks that they put from Twitter in the amended lawsuit. They took out a lot of information. They took out a lot of their arguments and filled it with regurgitated bullshit that you find on Twitter by people like Meow Meow 1234, I'm Chicken Little, and Wrestling Warrior 15. I think that's the point that UMG is trying to make with all of this. Drake does not and cannot allege that Not Like Us would have not been an immense success had it not been for the alleged financial incentives at issue. That is, there are no alleged false or deceptive statements, even assuming that these payments occurred, nor does Drake allege that knowledge of these alleged covert payments would be material to consumers. After all, there's no obligation under GBL 349 to provide whatever information a consumer might like to know. Second, Drake's injury theory is that, one, each time the recording was artificially streamed, Drake's songs received a disproportionate share from the pool of royalties collected based on the streaming data. And two, every time the recording was played on the radio,
I need to up my game. Yo, dude said I need to up my game. I want meow meow status on a lawsuit. Is hilarious, bro. Good to be alive, chat. I'm over 50, nephew. Kendrick killed the game. Hey, salute to Jody, bro. Salute to Jody, no doubt. This is insane. You're gonna look up comments like meow meow, my nigga. Yo, listen, you can't make this up, bro. Meow meow is crazy work. That's a fact. Yo, this is crazy.
Drake lost the opportunity for one of his songs to be played, but such far-fetched claims are not cognizable. The proposition that a Drake song would necessarily have been played instead of Not Like Us is pure speculation. Nor does Drake allege how either claim injury was caused by a failure to disclose the alleged financial incentives. That is, how they were a result of the deception. And in any event, Drake's GBL 349 claim fails because he only alleges injuries that are indirect on harm to third parties. So that was the lawsuit, 33 pages. It was a big read. It was a really big read. I appreciate everybody who stuck around to the very end. I think they doubled down on a lot of things that they said the first time they had made the argument, and now they're doubling down and saying all of these things, talking about the references, talking about Drake, inviting Kendrick to say those things. The rabbit hole angle was crazy. I really think that them talking about the rabbit hole the way that they did, they're leaving it for open discussion. This wasn't created by Kendrick Lamar.
Nah, it's not salt. It's lemon juice, bro. I put lemon juice in my water a lot. I love that shit.
There were rumors that were already circulating. If anything, all Kendrick did was use those rumors in a battle, and those rumors just happened to go viral. They reached the surface. And the thing is that people before this battle had always said Drake has always been questionable in regards to stuff like that. But it's the fact that it's coming from his label. The company that has been with Drake for 15 years has had a business relationship with UMG for many, many years. So when it's them saying that the rabbit hole has always been there. It makes you think, what else do they know?
No matter what route this man would have taken, he wouldn't have won. If you sued UMG, you're clearly literally you on a cross right now. You getting nailed to a cross. And you're not going nowhere. Your spirit is not leaving your body. Your spirit is right there, bro. You on a cross right now. If you were to sue Kendrick, bro, that is a career crucifixion. No matter which way you go, you're losing. That's a fact. And that is sad. He went stupid. And I could have, hey, Tiff, I could imagine it too. Not meow meow. Meow meow in the chat.
And what else can they bring to the surface? Because it's like they said in that warning, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. I don't think the discovery has happened yet, but it's like UMG said, the discovery goes both ways. We know what Drake is going to ask for, the contracts and all of that, but really it's what UMG is going to ask from Drake. What are they?
I don't disagree, Anthony.
Going to ask Drake for? And in my opinion, I think UMG already knows what to ask Drake about when it comes to the discovery. I think UMG doubled down and cooked Drake again, bro. Barbecue chicken. Burnt to a crisp, bro. I'm just being honest, bro. But y'all tell me how you feel about this, man. Y'all get back to me in the comments and let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.
Not the Meow Mix commercial. Don't kill me. Meow, 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 meow. Yo, that's right. Team Auntie Koala Holics. Come on now. Yo. That was a great listen. That was definitely a great listen. I feel embarrassed as a Canadian still. I won't be surprised if they put tariffs on beats for all the producers outside of Canada. Because I feel like everybody's going to be looking at Canada crazy right now. Or, watch this now. Watch this. Check this out. Check this out. So I did mention I was on a phone call earlier today, right? So watch this now. Pre this. Yo. Take this in. One of my friends I was talking to on the phone, he was telling me, yo, he's thinking the same way how the UK was trending, how the UK was on the up and up. Check this out. He thinks that Canada might be next on the up and up right now in terms of trending as a trending topic. Every couple years, there's always a new trending topic. He thinks Canada's next. I didn't necessarily disagree with him at the beginning of that when he said that, but watch this now. Because I know how this shit goes. What if it's just one big shakedown? A lot of people are just coming to Canada, looking at the talent that's around here. What if they're just looking to put some people in some bad deals to get some money out of them? Like I said, Toronto has a big market. Toronto has a great big market here, and there's a lot. It's literally, Toronto's a land of opportunities because there's a lot of different people in a lot of different places doing a lot of extraordinary things. There is a lot out there going on, you know? So I won't even be surprised if it's just one big shakedown, you know? Those are my views. Those are my thoughts. I know how this shit goes. I'm not surprised when a big artist reaches out and says, yo, what's good? What's poppin'? Let's work. I won't be surprised at all. You know? Right here in the small box. UMG's not dumb. I wonder if they got a bunch of followers now. I would not be surprised at all. I'm in this, what I'm experiencing from this is like, we're all literally experiencing something that should never have happened. We're literally experiencing something that should never have happened. This whole situation that we're going through right now is the biggest waste of time we've ever experienced in our lives. Because we damn near know the outcome. I don't want to hear nobody talk to me. I don't want nobody telling me, oh, UMG's going to lose. A conglomerate. The conglomerate that made him is going to lose, knowing what that same conglomerate has been doing for him is going to lose. Bro, they're literally going to pull every single thing that they swept under the rug if Drake keeps trying them. And it's getting close to the borderline because they did mention it. It's getting close there, no doubt. And I'm not surprised if it even goes past that line. Shit, I'm here for it too. It's just, I just hope I don't catch collateral for being a Canadian. Yo, this is crazy. This is absolutely insane. I'm still disappointed because all you had to do is just make better music. I felt like if we never went through this whole lawsuit thing, Nokia would have done better. The album itself would have done better. Cause all you gotta do is just make music, bro. Every OG said it, bro. All the rap OGs that came out on podcasts said the same thing. Just make more music, man. That's all you gotta do. Get out your feelings. Your feelings are ruining your career right now. That's what your feelings are doing. Because you can't control your feelings. You are all over the place, all sporadic and everything. Bro, it's detrimental to you. It's detrimental to you, man. You're only making things worse out here. It's not getting better. In any kind of way, it's not getting better. It's not a good look. And you continue to go down this path like this is what you really want to do. If this is what you really want to do, then you just want the whole culture against you. Y'all remember that the Absa video that we watched? The lane that he's going down with the kick streamers and all that. He's moving further and further away from the culture with the more people that he link on these different platforms. The more that he links with Steak. The more that he links with Aiden Ross. That he links with Happy Dad. Any of them. It's the more further away from the culture he's straying. And you said you came from this shit. You said you study this shit. And it's like whatever you study is not showing on the test. You just out here trying to fail. You out here trying to embarrass yourself. You're out here trying to get used like some sort of proverbial puppet. My God, you're getting slow cooked. Like that cancerous rotisserie chicken that they sell at Costco. That Costco chicken is not healthy. Why do you think that shit is cheap? Why do you think that shit's like $5.99 or $10.99 or whatever? Bro, they filling that shit with chemicals, bro. That's what they doing to you. They filling you up. They fattening you up. Hey, PB, take care, bro. I appreciate you for stopping by. Take care of yourself. R. Kelly got spins from the ladies still, but this bum... Only place he's getting played is where people are too drunk to think twice about... Yeah, the club. Oh, facts. UMG knows a lot for real. UMG definitely knows a lot, bro. No cap. And I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised at all. I'm laughing at this, to be honest, because this is hilarious. It's sad to see as a Canadian. That's what I feel internally in myself. I know. I know. Don't you worry. I know. It's like I said, though, it's sad to see, but like, it's laughable. It's absolutely laughable. You know? It's cheap because it's like 3 pounds smaller than regular chicken, and it's a loss leader. They get you in with the hot. They got you in with the hot dogs and the chicken, and you leave spending $100. Oh, he's Zam. Don't kill me. But yeah, nah, bro. Like, it's sad to see. Because if we lose, like I've said this many times before, after Drake, after Tory, after Justin Bieber, after The Weeknd, after Nav, after Jesse Reyes, and anybody in between, after them, who's next that can globally take over the music charts? There's nobody next. They've been closing, they've been gatekeeping in Toronto for so long. Those gates don't even open no more. The gates have been closed for such a long time. It's either you get through the gate somehow with God's grace, or you sign the OVO and become a sweatshop slave. Like Roy Woods and them. I feel bad for Roy Woods, Majid Jordan. I feel bad for Division, all three of them. Because those are the people that are supposed to be next. They're supposed to be next. Division is supposed to be light years ahead of Ty Dolla $ign. Because I definitely get Ty Dolla $ign vibes from Division. Roy Woods is supposed to be up there with The Weeknd, or if not close. Because Roy Woods definitely has the potential to really make a run. And Majid Jordan, he can take over. With the music that he puts out, he can take over, no doubt. But because they have that OVO under them, they're cooked. All right. Hey, Jody, take care. Have a great night. I appreciate you for stopping by. I appreciate all the love that you've been sending in the chat. Thank you. I hope you have a great night. Sleep well. I hope you have a great night's sleep. Wake up with some positivity in your heart. And I hope you wake up with a nice big sunshine on your face. Thank you. Salute to you. Thank you for stopping by. No doubt. Let me go ahead and end this recording, bro. Lord have mercy. Oh, wow. Y'all know I can talk, eh? 1 hour and 21 minutes.